This, yeah.
Okay,
Make sure you
yeah.
don't let go because there's like a speed glitch and it'll be ruined if you let go.
Okay, got it. So just keep holding right.
Yeah.
Just like
Fuck. Yeah.
Go right
you want
of
to
that
your
big
shot.
Yeah, and
tree.
try to go to the right of that tree right there.
Okay, try to go to the right of the tree.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah.
Got it.
And just make sure you keep holding down right.
Okay, so don't let go of right at all.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Okay.
Because
Is he
then
getting
you'll start
faster?
turning
Oh, that's
faster.
too far.
I don't think he's getting faster.
Hang on a second. How am I? Wait, how am I?
I need to let go of it and re-click it.
Don't
I swear.
ever like just use two hands, like one hand to mash A and then the other hand to just keep holding right.
Oh,
What
okay,
the-
got it.
Oh yeah,
I thought you had
that's
to let
another
go
thing
of
I was
right.
gonna tell you. Like when I was watching you play, you need to like spam A at the end of your shots, just so you never
Oh,
lose
true.
time to having to advance to the next stroke.
Oh, got it.
Like-
It's probably like a little bit of time
He's
loss
spamming
everywhere, but I bet you'd save like 2 to 3 seconds over the run just by spamming A.
Yeah, 100%.
Like to skip like the out of bounds text or whatever.
Okay.
Like that, like that. Boom.
Okay, gotcha. So just spam A, hold right.
Yeah, and you don't have to turn right that far necessarily. Just like as soon as you get past the tree, you can
Yep, like that basically. Well,
immediately.
Exactly.
Yeah, right there.
Exactly.
Okay.
Perfect.
let's go. Is he getting
Yeah, and
faster?
over
I
time
don't
you'll
think
get.
so.
Yeah, he is.
I don't know if it's
Yeah,
me to be
that's-
honest.
I think that's faster than the water strats. For sure.
That's fast.
No, but
That's
Yeah,
faster.
that's definitely faster. Okay. All right, let's actually try that.
You're saying fast turn, not
fast
faster.
turn, yeah, fast
Oh,
turn.
fast turn, not faster.
Yeah. It's like a speed glitch, but I don't think you're getting it.
I'll be able to tell by his exit time, like if he
Also,
does the
like,
full give up.
My Wii is jacked up, so I literally press A and take a swing, and it just like fucking goes right through the ball for some reason.
Oh, yeah.
That
Yeah.
might be because you start your.
Is that my Wii or is that me being fucking bad?
Yeah,
That is
that'd be
actually
you.
something that happens with everyone.
Wow,
No.
it's
Yeah.
annoying.
Wait, can you explain the issue?
Like the ghost shot.
It's a phantom swing.
That's due to your input, I'm pretty sure, right?
Yeah, I think you're
Yeah.
swinging too quickly.
That is due to him.
Yeah, it's either you swinging too fast or you start like the swing after the ball essentially, and you need to like be behind the ball, but you're ahead of it.
Oh, I see.
That makes
He's
sense.
not getting fast turns.
Yeah, he's not getting faster. I swear, like, you have to hold right, let it go, then hold right again.
No,
at a
I
certain
literally
time.
never let
No,
go of right
yeah.
the entire
I never
time.
let.
Yeah, I
literally,
never let go.
Do not let go.
Yeah, I'm holding down right the entire time.
That's
That's
definitely not.
weird.
Wait, are you letting go in between shots?
Yes.
Don't.
Oh,
Don't
yeah,
let
Yeah,
go.
you have to just continuously
Just keep
hold
holding
A
it.
Yeah, the
Just
entire
keep holding
time.
right the entire time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's just the
Entire game
easiest
up,
way.
yeah.
I mean that's faster than water strats, though. So, I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll take it. For now, that's something that I definitely need to work on improving. But for now, I'm just gonna try.
Yeah. Because that's basically the easiest time save you can get.
Makes sense. Nope, not enough power. Fuck my life. And my wife.
Wow.
I
Oh.
swear.
Oh.
I don't have a wife. I'm not married.
What about husband?
I mean, I have had 4 boyfriends, but like,
Oh.
kind of just like.
Fair
became
enough,
Not my
okay.
thing after I almost got AIDS, so I was like, all right, cool, I'm like, I'm done being gay. It's cool. All right, you know, I'm fucking paranoid. Not pun intended. Okay, that was bad. Not that I have anything against anybody that's gay. I'm like, hey, live your own life, man. But like, I'm just
Yeah.
like, hey, that's kind of terrifying. Got
Yeah.
a phone call and he was like, hey, by the way, I'm only saying this because I actually like you and don't want you to screw your life over. I have HIV, and I'm like, oh.
At least he told you, I guess.
I'm just like, okay, so like you willingly exposed me to this, knowing that you had it, and
Then you
just
tell
weren't
me.
you weren't gonna fucking tell me about it. So now I have to go get a bunch of extremely expensive blood work done in order to make sure that I'm not gonna fucking die if I get the common cold. Like, are you shitting me right now? I'm just
Maybe
like,
he worked for the bloodwork company, and that was just him being a salesman.
Yep, true.
Yeah.
You might not be wrong. You might not be wrong, honestly.
Hard to tell.
Okay, now I think I'm getting faster.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I see. So you just gotta keep
The
moving it
bow.
down.
Yeah, look, see? So normally when you
Yeah,
start
okay, I see. Okay. Just
Uh-huh.
gotta go. You just gotta be quick.
There you go.
Yep. Okay. So, not
Then
that. I don't know. Whatever. Last second.
If you're having trouble with it, you can always just play 1 and give up 4 instead.
Yeah.
you
and
only really need to start giving up 1 when your PB gets like really good. Or I don't know, even like 11:30, 11:20. Until then, playing 1 isn't that bad.
I
And it
have
should
this
save.
I have this belief though that if you have long-term goals to improve, you should just start off by giving 1 and never change.
I just wanna get good
It's
at it
true.
because that's
Like,
what I gotta do.
There's been players that started off giving up other holes, and like, honestly, there's a pretty consistent trend with their improvement being pretty stunted if they give up
I
a
have
lot of the holes.
never given up any hole except 1, and occasionally 17 I'll give up.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I think you should just stick with.
And
because...
I feel like I've improved a lot faster than a lot of people because of that.
How many
Oh,
holes
yeah.
did Zen give up to get his first sub 12?
like half of
9.
them.
Yeah, I think there's a thing
Oh
where
my
it's like,
god.
if it's your
Okay,
first
okay,
run, you
the
should.
graph is fucking cool.
Yeah,
I
that
think
is
Cindy also gave up a lot of the holes
Mhm.
Yeah,
first.
keep in mind she doesn't have a sub 11.
For
That was
Luminous as
terrible.
well.
She knows how to play as well as record, just not fast.
Well,
So
everyone knows how to, or a lot of people know how to play as fast as record, it's that they just can't.
Yeah.
It's not a knowledge issue.
Okay.
It's a
alright,
skill issue.
Yes.
I think I've got this down. It was just a bit weird for me at first.
Make sure you're pressing A to skip like the out of bounds text.
Oh, okay, spam A.
Yes. Get in the habit of matching A between your shots.
Hell yeah.
Oh my gosh, that was beautiful. Anyone see that?
I saw in my peripheral vision.
Mashing A is the best skill a Wii series runner can learn.
True.
I will say, out of every fucking I've ever been a part of, you guys are by far the fucking coolest.
Dang.
I have to agree. These
I
guys
feel like
are
that's a
pretty
low bar,
baller.
unfortunately.
Sadly.
Howdy, howdy.
Also, I mean, hey, let's be honest here. Some insult has
I've talked to him. He's a pretty good guy.
Yeah, he seems like a really nice guy.
he's actually very kind, honestly.
I've never gotten the chance to really talk with him, but he does seem very cool.
Who?
He's very kind.
Summoning Salt.
Oh yeah.
Jack has beat him in, I think, football.
It would be fantasy, yeah. Fantasy football.
No,
No, he
IRL
beat him in
football.
real football.
No, I can't remember which of the.
It's fancy football.
What did I miss? What did I miss?
Jack, didn't you beat Salt in fantasy football or something?
2 times.
Yo, Salt, meet me at the local park. We're gonna play some fancy football.
Fancy football, yes.
Must show up in
That's where you
tux.
play. You play in suit and tie.
Yes.
Really fancy the entire time. It's fancy football.
Isn't that just rugby? Actually,
Oh,
it's
I bet you have to
fancy
play with tea in hand, and there's no tea bagging allowed.
Oh god, I gotta make
God damn it, Garrett.
Oh, wow. No!
That's it.
I don't think that's it, Josh.
Yeah, he was-
This is most definitely not it, boys.
That's it.
I don't know. It feels like it's it.
The announcer said that's it, so
Please
it must
work.
be it.
No.
It's gotta
Please
be.
work. Please
we,
work.
We gotta trust
Thank
him.
you.
How could you not trust him? He literally works for Nintendo.
That was a good show.
Exactly.
He does.
What I want to do is I want to track down.
Did that hit the fucking flag?
And then get
It's
him
Josh
to the
Millman.
wedding, you know? Like,
We've already tracked him down
Yeah.
before. We've already
I thought-
exchanged emails with him.
I've had an email conversation with him.
dude, we need to get him in the air and have him just.
The
announce
issue is-
he's playing.
He doesn't
There's
give a shit.
There's this YouTuber. No, he gives a little bit. But there's this YouTuber. And he's like, I don't know, 500k subs now. He does Mario Maker stuff. He wanted him to voice thank you for subscribing or something like that, like live notifications. He wanted Josh
For
Millman.
the sub, you know?
Yeah, and he said that even though this guy was fairly rich, that he couldn't afford the prices this guy was offering for just
Wait,
like
was
2
it, was it DGR Dave by chance?
It was DGR, yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
so
Really?
actually, so I used to be huge in the Mario Maker community.
Really?
I was the voice for all of their trailers. Like,
Wait,
all
wait,
the crazy trollables. Yeah,
Oh, that's sick. Do you ever do any Mario Maker 2
where
stuff?
everyone is dead. There's no one left to tell me.
I was gonna say you have a good voiceover. Do you do any Mario Maker 2 stuff?
Yeah. Oh, I used to. It was literally how I built my channel.
What are your thoughts on the Ninja speedruns?
If I'm gonna be completely honest, was never even into it because I've never been a
Dang.
speedrunner.
Fair enough.
Like I've speedran games, but when I say that I've never been a speedrunner, I've never been
Dude.
about really getting good at a run. It's how I discovered this game, and it's one of those things where I've always had I've always passionately played Wii Sports Resort, and Wii Sports Resort Golf has always been my favorite. I'm like, oh fuck it, people speedrun this shit. I didn't even know this was possible, you know?
Yeah. When I first discovered speedrunning, it was super, super addictive. Like, you
Same.
just you want to improve. It's
Well, I'm a top 100 runner in Portal.
Ooh, Portal.
Delicious.
I used to speedrun that. I didn't get any good times though.
My PB for Portal, I think, is 18 minutes 36 seconds. Something like that. Glitchless.
Yeah, I used to speedrun glitchless.
It's a.
I think I got 27 minutes, but that's the best I ever got.
God fucking damn it!
Replay. Too good at the game.
That wasn't even that good of a putt. What the shit?
He's cracked.
That was like a perfect city journey.
I forgot how much I missed 18 hole.
0 for me.
I can't convince you to play it.
No, 18.
I'm playing it right now, Paul.
I keep
What's
telling
your-
you, dudes, try again, don't give up. And you're like, it's not even fun. I play for 5 minutes and I stop.
Listen, that's how it feels sometimes.
Meanwhile, every time I talk to Paul,
Please don't be a replay.
like, anytime I talk to Paul and I mention speedrunning, he just tells me I should stop playing.
If you don't enjoy it, then don't. But
No, I enjoy it, just...
then do it.
I mean, Jack, I'm not enjoying this, but you know,
Okay, well you.
Well,
have an
Amoa, you
obligation.
should genuinely stop.
I don't
I don't
know.
think
There's a,
Hey,
I don't know the bet that
I
Paul
bet
made.
I bet a Moad
What the
he
fuck?
could not get all sports record within like what 5 days from now,
Yeah,
4 or
yeah.
5
You have,
days
a bit
from now, and it was like $20.
you have a bit of time left, Ahmad.
No.
So you better keep on, or else that money's off the table.
That is
All
true.
the fame and fortune that goes with
I
it.
could genuinely PB here on my first attempt back.
I'm a believer.
Oh, what? I thought
And
I
when I
hit that
saw
full
her
bar.
face,
I'm a river believer.
believer.
Now I'm a believer, bum, 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 without a trace, bum, 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 no doubt in my mind.
That's Bunker.
Dun, dun, dun. I'm in love, ooh, I'm a believer. I can
Believe her if
can
I try.
That's interesting.
Do you guys know that I was a member of Smash Mouth? I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Wow.
Yo.
Yeah, you might as well be walking on the sun with that
I look
shit.
like one of the band members, so it's my band.
Yeah, tell me
How
about
good was
those
your classic C,
concerts,
River?
man.
Dude,
Not-
yeah, well, hey, we didn't do what Travis Scott did, that's for sure.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, man.
That might work.
Killed 10 people.
It will. Is it?
Honestly, all
That was actually
That's
good.
fine.
That's fast.
fucking idiots defending, like, Travis Scott.
I know it's
Wow.
stupid.
Tell me you're a sack of garbage without telling me you're a sack of
Mm,
garbage.
I am a sack of garbage. Just kidding. That's how.
yeah, I know.
Like,
Has a chance to PB. It'll be really shitty if it does.
Are you kidding me?
It's supposed to be very funny to compare
Well,
against.
shitty
I
PBs
kinda
are
have
very
to play
good
this.
for motivating you.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Oh yeah, play it. Don't be a
No,
small
it's
ball
not
Steve.
gonna- Actually, it might be. Oh no.
Oh my
God.
God.
What?
Driver chip.
Oh my.
No,
goodness.
How did that?
It's not OG.
Yeah,
I
okay,
know.
Amoad, I'm gonna circle back to this. Why did you clip something from my stream from 4 days ago?
I did?
Yes.
Oh come
Oh my
on.
God.
You
Like-
created a
No.
clip
Oh,
4
I know what
days
it is.
ago from my
He was showing me your bowling.
Oh wait,
Did
River,
I?
you split a ball and
Oh yeah, and then like okay, so here's what happened the other day. So like
the
a
clip is
Moed.
from my boxing.
Oh
What?
well.
No, I sent Garrett the whole thing. I didn't clip.
You made a 30-second clip of my boxing
That must have been accidental.
from my all-pro.
But I have a funny
Okay.
story. So
That's
like
interesting, River.
so a Moad was really trying to teach me how to bowl in OG, and like he showed me like 3 different people bowling, right? And then like I couldn't figure it out with any of them, so I'm like I'm just gonna stick with my stupid slow strat. And then like the next day River joins call. He's like, Gary, you should try my strat. And I'm like, what do you do, River? He's like, oh, I just hold the Wii remote sideways. And then a
And then
Moab
it
like,
worked.
Bowling?
yeah.
That's actually hilarious.
And then a Moab says that's the stupidest shit I've ever heard. And it was the only
Because
thing
there's
that
no correlation.
it, it's
Fair,
Yes,
Moab-
it does. It curves the
it
ball.
works.
A
It
mod?
works.
You keep saying a mod, and I think you're saying like a moderator. Oh fucking goddamn it, kill me.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, well, I'm so confused.
Yeah.
No, the only person you'd be afraid of is Jack because he is stat.
Yeah, be afraid.
Man,
I fear
first attempt
Murasaki.
back, I sub 12. Not bad.
That's not bad.
That's
And you
actually
did.
fucking good.
Better than I've ever done.
Better than I've ever done.
I've like a 12.
Not better than I'd ever done.
It tied Mr.
My
MD
cool little
Krause's first so
flex
12.
there.
Okay, MD Cross.
But unfortunately, that'll be it for tonight. I gotta go to bed.
Did you?
Alright, good night.
Alright, see ya.
Yes.
I'd actually
See
screwed
ya.
like the.
That's like
You're
you
a-
with manual cars. They're like, did I mention that I drive a manual? Yes,
True.
it's extremely difficult.
Yeah, see you guys.
It's hard.
Here, River.
Bye, River, Penn and Teller.
By the way, guys, I drive a manual. Just
No
thought I'd
way.
Throw that out there.
That's so cool.
Yo. Yeah, guys, I actually saw a real Penn and Teller billboard in
Oh, yeah,
Las
that-
Oh my god.
Vegas. It was
I
so
forgot to
rad.
mention
I go
this
down
to
there all the
River.
time to visit my buddy.
The graphic design on that billboard is so horrible. If it's the one you sent.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
Yeah,
I
that
can't
was
believe
the
I
one.
forgot to mention it to River. In my economics class today, at the end of the class, my teacher said he was tired of teaching, so we just watched Penn and Teller. Like, I'm not even
Fucking
joking.
sick.
Dude, that's so sick.
Oh, and if you don't know, River and Z Games have speedran the unreleased game, Penn and Teller's Smoke and Mirrors.
It
That's
is the
Wait, what?
greatest.
Yeah, there's an
What?
unreleased Penn and Teller game for like the Sega.
Have you heard of Desert Bus?
No,
Sega
why am I playing so
CD.
badly? Probably because I'm dog shit at this game and I don't know
I
what I'm
had
doing
never
yet.
even heard of
Fuck.
Penn and Teller Smoke and Mirrors, but like Desert Bus is super infamous, so like I had heard of that.
Wow.
Yeah, Desert Bus is actually like interesting.
Dude,
that not
Penn
part
and
of Penn and
Teller-
It is part of it, yes.
Yeah.
That's where it comes from.
Yeah, there were Penn and Teller billboards everywhere in Las Vegas. They're like there or something.
Las
They must
Vegas?
Yeah, that's where I was this weekend. It was pretty radical.
That actually
good.
sounds pretty fun. I
It
absolutely love
was
going to
cool.
Vegas, mainly because I have a lot of local friends.
Did you go gambling? Gamer
Well,
No,
course I
I
did.
wanted. No, I got to see my grandparents while my my
And
dad
they went
did
gambling.
a gig.
That's
And
like
then
my
the most-
dad-
They
had to
went
do a
gambling
gig.
without you.
What do you consider a gig? What
Oh
job?
no, my dad's on in a band.
That's what he wants you to do.
What's he play?
They play classic rock.
What does he play?
He plays the drums and sings backup.
Okay, okay.
And he actually gets
Yeah.
gigs. That's pretty sick.
Yeah, this was the first time we went out of state. I mean, into Vegas for a while, because they usually go to Arizona a lot. But yeah, so we got
What's
to go to
their
Las
name?
Vegas. Mudfish.
Mudfish.
Yeah.
See,
Um,
I played a few gigs in Vegas back when I was a DJ.
Oh,
I mean, I
that's
still-
that's sick.
I still am, but
And
I
this
mean,
is
like,
why his
I-
name is
I-
DJ Square.
I
that
quit the
makes sense.
scene because I don't like being addicted to cocaine. It's a pretty
Yeah,
logical explanation.
I respect
I'm gonna be
that. I
honest.
respect that.
yeah.
Like,
But
I mean,
bro-
I just got really tired of the party lifestyle, you know? It
Yeah.
got super duper, like, taxing after a while. And I was one of the few people that I knew that was like, you know what, this is fucking dumb. Like, I'm
I
not
respect
about
Yeah.
the girls, the drugs, the drinking, just constantly being on the move and just, you know, being a
Yeah.
general dick to everybody for no fucking reason.
Yeah, respect
So
for
I
getting
just-
out of that.
I just quit, turned my life around, and started a business. I was like,
Let's
fuck it.
go. And it's going well, you said?
Yeah, it's actually doing amazing, honestly.
Nice.
Yeah, that's awesome, man.
I've got consistent. I don't do residential. I mainly do commercial. But I've got consistent commercial clients. Oh shit! I forgot this. Oh well. Oh well. Actually, hang on a second. I'm too drunk to run. Right
And
now.
by the way, guys, don't you worry. I did go bowling in Vegas like a real man. So
Is that a
Nice.
That's
thing?
what I'm talking
I've
about,
never-
baby.
bowled an 85 like a real one.
That's crazy. You both
I
did
got a
There we
strike.
go, there we go.
I got a strike and I got woman. Not really. The second
What?
part's not true.
I think you're too young to be a woman.
You mean the first part?
Yeah.
I did bowl an entire 85.
I gotta change my shit over.
My
I think
No,
grand-
I believe you got woman. I did not believe you got strike.
85.
no, I
Actually.
got. I
One of
did
those
get
two
a
is
strike.
false.
It was the coolest thing ever. It was my first strike. I think in a long time, if not ever.
I get like a 120 on average, I'd say.
I got.
Uh,
Oh yeah, I did get a few videos of me bowling. That's
All you
fine.
need to know- Sure. What I was gonna say is that all you need to know about me is that I'm a gutters on type of guy.
As
The
in,
last
like,
time I went bowling was like 2 weeks ago. I bowled a 80 something and then a 126, I think.
that's pretty good. That's pretty
And
good.
the 126 actually had 2 back-to-back strikes, and I couldn't get the turkey. I was so
I don't think I've ever
mad.
gotten a turkey.
It's not optimal. You didn't get 9 strikes.
Yeah.
So wait, how do you speed run bowling? That's my question.
Well, so you have to get 9 strikes because normally you have to throw it twice, but if you get a strike, it's only 1 throw. So,
Oh, I see. That makes sense.
but then the tech is, if you get a strike on the 10th frame, you actually get 2 extra balls. So you have to on the 10th frame, and you don't get a strike.
Yeah,
or
you
a
just
strike.
gutter ball it.
Exactly. Yeah.
Huh.
There's
Man,
that.
I've never. This is such a cool thing to be a part of because it's like, I've never thought about how much tech there actually is in all of these different games.
I mean, you come in at the
Pretty
perfect
cool.
time.
Like I feel like I'm kind of getting in on the gold rush, but like right when it's getting published by the papers. Sorry, I like to use historical.
Why is that
fucking examples?
That's actually
But...
perfect.
What'd you say?
That's shockingly perfect. That's a good analogy.
It's kind of like, hey, I'm already in California right as the papers are starting to publish that rush to California and get some gold. You know what I mean?
The papers are going to be publishing very soon, in my opinion.
Yep, I feel like it's definitely gonna be something that starts to go off in
come
droves. And hey, you guys need moderators because I'd love to be part.
We got our OG mod.
They never
Yeah,
accepted
true,
my
true.
offer of just giving them advice but not doing any of the moderation work.
Hey,
It's
sure,
so
that's what the
sad.
community does. The actual mod work is just watch 10-minute runs over and over. It's pretty boring.
Oh
But as long
god,
as
okay, never mind then. Never mind! Fuck that!
As long as you're part of the community, like if there's ever a decision that needs to be made, like a rule change or a category or whatever.
You'll
I mean,
get
it's
to
not-
vote for the
Yeah.
vote.
Yeah. It's not like the mods talk between themselves and that's the final decision. They
Yeah.
almost always get community opinion and that's the
Except
majority.
that one time.
Well, that's actually awesome though.
Oh yeah, I mean,
It's usually just like very semantic-esque leaderboard stuff if it's just like
Oh,
no
yeah.
community input. It's like stuff that
Sure.
really doesn't matter.
See, the only thing that I have tips with is, I recently was forced to step down as a moderator in a voice acting server because this one fucking kid is constantly always saying how professional he is and how he has all of these paid gigs that he's doing and that kind of stuff. And every single time you're like, okay, prove it. He's like, well, I can't really show you because it's all like hentai and NSFW. And I'm like, well, I'm an adult. Send it to me. I will sample your work. Like, if you're claiming to be this super big professional and giving everybody advice and tips all the time, prove it, asshole. I'm like, fucking, let's go. And I will be completely honest. I was really mean. I was super mean. I was super mean to the kid.
Oh,
I was an asshole to him. I was like, hey, fuck you, dude. You're literally that type of guy that always talks about how he has a Ferrari, but has no pictures of him with it, has no pictures of him driving it. All he does is pull it up on Google Images and be like, hey, this is what it looks like. You know what I mean?
Real?
And I'm just like,
Yeah.
I'm like, go fuck yourself. You know? I was not quite that nice. I was a little bit more mean than that, if I'm gonna be honest. But, no, and then the rest of the mods were like, you were mean to him. I'm like, but he's being... They're
yeah.
like, no, fuck you, get out of here. And I'm like, okay,
Aw.
all right, whatever, I'm out. Fuck you.
How long were you in that community for?
About a year and a half, thereabouts. I'm still a
Yeah,
part of the. I'm still a part of the community because I like the Discord server and I like a lot of the people that are there and I like being able to give people advice. But it's still one of those things where I'm just like, I can't believe that that was the thing that ended up making me have to step down. I'm just like, that's kind of dog shit in my opinion, because like, and the kid still isn't banned, and I'm just like, okay, okay, that's fucking cool. I'm cool with that. Not really, but it is what it is. You know, it's not. We're all not perfect people, and I definitely was in the wrong in how I was acting, not necessarily in what I was saying. If that makes sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's kind of one of those things
Yeah.
where you can be completely right, but the way you're saying it is incorrect. You know? That's why I don't like Ben Shapiro, because he oftentimes is completely nailing it right on the money, but he's being a complete dick about it. And I'm like, fam, you don't have to be that much of a fucking asshole. Like, yes, you're right. Like, fucking, yeah, but like,
That
God,
reminds me
why
of
are you
one
such a
guy.
dick? You know?
What
Tyler
guy does that
moment.
remind you of? True, no, actually true. But the issue with Tyler is he's not right most of the time.
Oh no.
Bro, Tyler is. It feels mean to say, but Tyler is shockingly similar to Ben Shapiro.
Oh no, he's one of those.
He's cool. He's cool. He's a nice person. It's just-
I don't think he's a dick. He's never given me dick vibes. I've popped in
Yeah.
his streams a couple of times. He's
If
definitely
you-
not
He
giving me
likes
dick
to
vibes.
argue.
No, he
I do too, but I don't like to argue.
He
I like to
loves
debate.
to argue.
yeah, no,
I like to. I like to be like, hey, let's talk about something that you're passionate about, that you think that you're completely
That's not
correct
valid.
on, you know. And I'm like, allow me to give you an alternate perspective from an alternate worldview. As someone
yeah,
who's
I hate when Paul
picks
does
the
that to me.
dumbest. He
What'd you
picks
say?
the dumbest possible perspective and will argue it till he dies.
That's
not-
kind of funny. Okay, that's kind of funny. Now I want to catch a VC with him, just because. I mean, dude, that would be hilarious. Like that would be so fun.
It's usually really, really dumb.
What was the
stuff.
thing he argued with me about
It's
last
all
night?
just for fun.
Like,
It is all
okay,
just
wait,
for
wait,
fun.
like, how bad are we talking? Like, are we talking politically bad, or are we talking
No,
like?
No, never
Not
political.
politically, no.
The worst part about it most of the time is it's dumb BS that literally no one cares about, but he has to argue.
Goku versus Superman?
Well, it's
No.
like, so,
Oh,
you know,
I have an example. So like,
talk about the respawn thing. It's so dumb.
oh yeah, that's a good one.
Okay, hit me with it.
So basically, every time that you hit the ball in golf into the water, and then
Golf.
all of us just say, "Oh, you're just respawned on the land," and he says,
Yeah.
"No, you're not." Like, what does he say instead?
Well,
Like,
so the official in golf, real golf, if you hit it in the water, you drop the ball back at the correct location.
That's
And
true.
so, as video game players and non-golf professionals, sometimes we'll say drop, sometimes we'll say respawn. It doesn't matter. We all know what
It's
we're
a
saying.
video game. Yeah, it's
But
a video
Tyler,
game.
you do not say a drop, or if you call a singular hole of golf like a course or a level, he needs to correct you on that. He will he will say you on why you're wrong. It is called a drop. It is called a singular hole. And I mean, he might be right, but it's just no one gives a.
oh, holes
As
in
someone-
one versus
someone-
hole in one, or hole in
As-
ones.
As someone who is a golfer, who does golf in the real world, and I'm actually really fucking good at golf in the real world, it translates surprisingly well to Wii Sports Resort, actually, if I'm gonna be honest. Not necessarily the swing mechanics, but in like how you play, whether you should choose to lay up a shot or go for it. All of those decisions that you would make on a real golf course apply to Wii Sports Resort Golf surprisingly well. He's not incorrect, but here's what I would say to him.
Right.
It's an emulation of golf. It's a video game. It's not actual golf. Now, if we were playing actual golf and you were making those arguments, I would 100% be like, yeah, you're right. Absolutely. You don't say, hey, dude, wow, I hit it in the water. Better respawn over in the drop zone. Am I right, my dudes? And I'm just like, I'm going to kill you, is what I would say if I was on a real fucking golf course.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, okay. I mean, the only thing that I would say to him would be like, okay, fam squad, you don't have to be that technical, man. Do you even golf IRL? Does he even golf IRL?
He does. He's actually
Okay,
pretty
cool.
good.
Okay. Well then in that case, he's got a bit. He's got a bit. I can understand that, Tiff.
He is technically right, but it's just every single time. I know.
It's just annoying that he's so technical about it.
Yeah.
That was fast.
Okay, let's talk about something fun really fast. Guys, have you seen this Lego set yet?
I think
I
I,
saw
did.
it in your
yeah.
server.
That's
Okay, so
that's a Mario.
It's got a couple of the Mario 64 levels in it.
yeah.
Oh really?
Labs Fortress is in, I think.
Is this an official Nintendo thing?
No, it's not. Bob on Battlefield.
So it's got Bob on Battlefield, Lethal Lava Land, and
Sick,
yeah, isn't that cool?
dude.
It's like the most fun Lego set I've ever built in my entire life.
Did you build like the NES thing?
No, here's the thing. I couldn't get my hands on one. This one, the only reason why I got my hands on it is because I actually pre-ordered it the day that it was announced. So the day that Lego dropped the video on it, I'm like, I know this is gonna get sold out. So literally, no joke, like the day it released, it was on back order like 20 minutes later. I'm not even joking.
I have good news for you. It's $230 on Lego.com right now. If you want to spend.
What? I bought it for 160 when I pre-ordered it. Are you
Oh,
Canadian?
I'm talking about no, I'm talking about the NES thing.
Fuck, really? It's got less pieces than this. This is a 2064 piece set, and it's got a ton of unique elements and pieces in it. But man, what a fun set to build. The other day,
Tasty
I made
Lego.
I made a joke. So when I was young, I got kicked out of my parents' house when I was 17. I had to graduate from high school, living in my fucking car.
Damn.
My parents are not like religious, but they're Christian, and they literally said, "Don't smoke weed if you're living at our house. Otherwise, we're gonna kick you out." And then I showed up at home, high off my fucking gourd, and my mom was like, "Hey, please pee in this cup." And I was like, "Mom, I'm high as fuck right now." And then my dad was like, my dad was like, I've never heard you cuss before, Andrew. Holy shit. And he cussed. That's the first time that's the first and last time I've ever heard my dad cuss. He's like, "Get out of the house. You're kicked out. You have until the end of the night to pack up all your shit and leave." He said shit twice that night. Anyway, by the way, this is not talking about my childhood trauma. I, to this day, have an amazing relationship with my parents because I repaired it over a long period of time after quitting DJing. But yeah, basically, I humbled myself. I'm like, "Hey, mom and dad, I actually really do love you guys to death. You guys did a lot of really amazing things for me and my brother as kids. Like, we were dirt poor for most of our existences. My dad only actually got extremely wealthy from his business, like maybe 8th grade. And we were fucking dirt poor. Like, we're talking eating half a ramen packet poor until then. And it was kind of one of those things where I'm like, hey, thanks for sacrificing a lot for me and my bro. And I get why'd you kick me out. I'm not actually mad about that at all. I'm not bitter about it. I would have done the exact same thing if I was acting like a punk-ass bitch. If one of my kids was doing that, I'd be like, get the fuck out. Learn your own lessons. If you think you're such a badass and you don't need us and you talk about how many times you could survive on your own, fucking do it. Here's the funny part, though. And this is the thing that actually kind of repaired my relationship with my parents, is they're like, you know what? We expected you to fucking go out and become a meth head, but you actually fucking floated and made your own way. And yeah, you were basically the equivalent. So the male equivalent of becoming a stripper is becoming a DJ. And the female, you see what I mean? Like, seriously, if your son goes out and becomes a DJ, that's the same thing as your daughter going out and becoming a famous stripper. I'm sorry. It's just like, oh shit. That's such a bad thing to do. But at the end of the day, I ended up just kind of sitting down and be like, hey, mom and dad, I actually really love you guys. You guys were really fucking great, honestly. But here's like 20 fucking criticisms of your parenting. And they all were like, yeah, you're right. You were far from perfect parents. And I'm like, say what? I was like, did you guys just admit that you're wrong? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, cool, we're best friends now. So now I'm best friends with my, like, I would say literally my best friend in the entire world is my dad. Me and him be hard chilling. We built this Lego set together. So I literally tweeted the other day. I was like, yo, you're still getting over your childhood trauma. I'm building Legos with my dad. We are not the same. Still a drunk asshole, though. I've never gotten rid of that one. Sorry, I just kind of took over the conversation. I apologize.
No, it's fine. You have good things to say. We like talk with one another like every day, pretty much. So it's always good to hear, you know, someone else say something new.
Well, that makes sense. That makes sense. Well, hey, it was kind of funny. One of my buddies, who is like really, really big into speedrunning, he was like, hey, you know, it's really cool that you're getting into speedrunning because you're going to be one of the only speedrunners that I know that probably will lose a run because he's reading chat instead of paying attention. And I'm like, you are so right. I'm like, you are so fucking right. I'm like, I hate you, but that's so right.
That's
he's like, you can't help it.
That is me. I have done that a couple of times. I am so big into reading chat when I'm running. I will screw things up in the game all the time.
Someone posts pee pee poo poo in chat, and you're like, ha ha ha, that's hilarious. Oh shit, I was supposed to split. Oh fuck.
I mean, honestly, streaming for me is like so little about actually running the game and more just about talking to people and just chilling. Honestly, that is the way I think about it.
Me too, straight up. Like, I mean, it's kind of. I originally started out being a fucking Beat Saber tryhard on my channel. Beat Saber. It's a VR rhythm game.
Yeah, I know. That's cool.
That I'm now dog shit at, but at the time I was top 1,000 and one of the top mappers for the game. This was very early in the game, back in the day. Now, I mean, the meta has changed so much, and there's so much as far as modding has gone in the game that I'm just like, basically, fuck it. I'm not gonna learn how to code in order to make maps. Thank you very much. Like, I'm just like, I'm sorry, I'm out.
Is there really not a program for that? It's like a popular game, isn't it?
Well, there is. Yeah, there's a mapper for it, but the way that maps are now is like where like blocks have literal individual collision physics now, and you can move the hitbox away from the block. And anyway, there's it gets so fucking complicated so fast. Like there's literally like the meta has changed to where like literally you can make a block like expand and contract to the beat of the music. You can make it move over. Like you can make it be to where when you're going to hit it, the block literally moves an entire fucking square over to make you miss that kind of stuff.
Kaizo Beat Saber now?
Basically, yes. That's literally it. Kaizo Beat Saber. There you go. That's the best way to put it. We have introduced ROM hacks into Beat Saber mapping, and it's not fun for me to even try at the game anymore. I basically lost my position, stopped caring, and was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna move on to Mario Maker. realized that I'm never going to be good at playing Kaizo. I'm never going to be really super entertaining at playing the game. I developed a bit of a cult following when I was doing it, simply for playing troll levels. And back then I was averaging, 70, 80 viewers a stream, that kind of stuff, was on my way to partner. But then, but then the thing is, I applied for partner, got rejected, and then I just kind of sat back and had a conversation with myself, and I was like, do you want to be the Mario Maker guy? You know what I mean? Is this where you just want to continue streaming Mario Maker for the rest of your existence? And I started to realize, like, halfway through streams that it was so monotonous for the way that my brain works that I was just like, I literally would basically start putting myself to sleep because it just wasn't fun for me at all. So I basically just said, fuck it, I'm done. I'm going to be a VTuber and get ahead of the meta. So then I just kind of, no, I'm seriously not joking. I basically just completely, I didn't abandon my regular channel, but I started doing just chatting because that's easy content to do. And I started doing just chatting on my main channel, DJ Square. And then I started a VTuber channel a while ago as an ooh wholesome femboy. I'm not even fucking capping. I'm embarrassed. I'm a little bit embarrassed to admit it. Don't get me wrong, made me absolute fucking stacks, and that's how I was able to start my business, because I was making huge fucking money. But every single time after I was done doing that, I was just like, I feel so fucking dehumanized.
You better have taken a shower after every recording session.
Dude, I'm not even joking you. After every single stream, I literally, I'm not even being dramatic here. I actually would just kind of sit down at my desk and just like kind of sob into my keyboard a little bit, because I'm like, I can't fucking believe that I'm putting myself through this shit. This is not authentic to who I am at all. I'm not some feminine, ooh, wholesome boy. And it's not like I'm some fucking manly man that's beyond fucking doing what I want with my life. But I was like, this is not worth all the money in the world for me to keep fucking doing this. I literally felt like a cam whore, basically. This is essentially kind of what I felt like.
I mean, that's kind of what you were sounding like, yeah.
No, believe me. I've dated 2 of them, so I'm just like, fucking... I'm just like, dude, it's so shameful. It doesn't matter how much you actually get validation from your real friends, and none of my real friends, not even my roommates, fucking knew about it. It was like my dirty secret, kind of.
Yeah.
And it was one of those things where I just felt so fucking dehumanized. So I decided to just like, hey, I'm just gonna make the content that I want, and if people show up, I'm cool with that. If I have like 2 viewers, I kind of don't give a shit, because I don't want to make content creation my job. I just want it to be something that I do because I like doing it, and that's it.
That's a good.
That's where I'm at now, and I've never been fucking mentally happier in my entire fucking life. Like,
Nice, man.
I've got a good job. I work for myself. I get to take so many fucking days off during the year. I'm basically taking an entire month off right now, simply because I'm just like, I'll schedule you in December, because I get to schedule my own work, which is great. So I'm just like taking a month off, just relaxing, just getting good at speedrunning, breaking into a new category of streaming, and just deciding to have fun with it, because fuck you, I'm not going to do what makes the money and whore myself out. Because, hey, we all know what happens when someone does that. You end up like Nikocado Avocado, a mentally ill piece of shit. Who, by the way, I'm not going to lie, I'm not even going to really hate on the guy. Every single time I see something about him pop up, I just genuinely feel really fucking bad. I get this pit of my stomach, because I understand that I could have gotten down that path, and then gotten to that point of no return, and then realized, like, holy shit, acting like a fucking femboy whore with a VTuber avatar is my life now. Like, fucking hell. Like, you've all heard of Bungo Taiga. If you haven't, then good. But basically that. There you go. Okay. Not quite as popular. Not quite as popular. I would say not even close. I mean, I would say maybe average viewership of 150, if that. But still, making good fucking money. Like more than $2,000 a month just from bits and subs alone. So. But, man, I tell you what. Don't whore yourself out for content. You would be surprised how much it deteriorates your mental state very quickly. It fucking sucks, man. Anyway, sorry to get too deep there, boys. That came out of left field. All pun intended. All pun intended, because Nomad's playing fucking baseball.
It's impressive how you seem to have managed to make yourself like 6 different careers. You've been DJ, you've been carpet cleaner, full-on YouTuber, Mario Maker, full-on femboy uwu VTuber.
Well, allow me to tell you why. It's because I get bored of things very easily. I'm just like, this is boring. Moving on to the next thing.
Fair enough.
I mean, I was only doing Beat Saber for maybe 6 months before I transitioned to Mario Maker, and then I was doing that for like maybe a year, if that, and then it was like, fuck this. But
that's the exact opposite of my dad. My dad's like, people are supposed to do the same thing for 20 years and then retire. I'm like, okay, Dad.
Well, hey, you know what? Maybe, and I'm not gonna say that your dad's objectively wrong. I don't think he's wrong at all. I think your dad's actually completely correct.
Oh, I agree.
10 years ago.
That dad's pretty
10 years ago, absolutely, he was nailing it right on the money. Nowadays, I mean,
he's a very consistent guy. He doesn't really change his morals. He's
I mean, I'm not really gonna get too political here, but I am gonna say, I mean, hey, as long and by the way, I'm by no means like right or left. I'm very centrist, but a little bit to the left, because on a lot of social issues, I agree with the left. But on anything economic, if y'all keep voting for Democrats, we're screwed. I'm just gonna say it. Like, we're fucking screwed. Like, in my state, I live in Washington State. We have the highest minimum wage of any state in the entire fucking country. A gallon of milk is $5 here.
Yikers.
That's more expensive than in Hawaii, where they have to import everything. So, just saying, don't vote for the left. They screw everything. Dude, I have to pay fucking 10 cents a grocery bag when I fucking go and get groceries at the grocery store.
Me too.
It's fucking stupid. Like, I have to pay a tax on alcohol. I have to pay, well, I mean, yes, but the tax here is like 23%. I have to pay a tax on an energy drink. Like, here's the thing. If I was living in Ohio, making $45,000. If I was living in Ohio making $45,000 a year, I would have more buying power than being where I'm at right now, making what I make. And I'm not going to disclose what that is because I don't like fucking flexing or doing stupid shit like that. It's just fucking dumb. But basically, with where I live, my buying power is like 30-40% less than most other places in the country. It's ridiculous. So, like, I basically had to be a AAA DJ in order to fucking pay my bills. and I still rent. You know what I mean? Well, rent. Shh, my roommates don't know that I own the house. Anyway, but still, at the end of the day, like, it's one of those things that's so fucking dumb. Once again, sorry, not to get too political, and I'm not saying you're a retard for fucking voting for a Democrat, okay? That's not what I'm saying.
Wait, how am I golden this?
Wait, are you golden splitting right now?
Yeah, I'm on world record pace now.
No way.
What? Okay, I'm gonna shut up now.
Nah, this run has a bit of a while. But
well, okay, fine. I'll keep the soothing tones of politics for you.
Wow.
That's fucking amazing.
I missed an elevator cycle, which is why I'm so surprised by that.
That's kind of cool. God, speedrunning's such a cool fucking hobby.
Okay, I have the cycles written down in front of me. Let's see if I mess them up.
Okay.
Oh, come on.
Okay, now that everybody got quiet, okay, let's just keep talking about how Democrats are stupid. Okay, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
No, I'm not really nervous yet. It's too early on in the run.
See, I stand behind my political opinions, but I don't like to define myself as right or left, if that makes sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Made labels are never good, I guess, so yeah.
Well,
I mean,
sometimes they are, sometimes they're not. You know? It's kind of one of those things where, what's the right way to put this? I disagree with pretty much everything economically that the left says, but when it comes to, gay rights, trans rights, that kind of stuff, I'm very much so pro the left in that regard, because the right is like, yo, herder, fuck you if you're gay, basically. And I'm like, well, pretty sure they fuck themselves a lot, so I think you're fine, but that was a bad joke. But
oh my god, he has the sound effects. Wow.
That was an excellent but lucky.
That was sick.
I mean, at the end of the day, fuck, I can't. That was terrible. I'm sorry. but at the end of the day, though, it's such a weird line to walk, because at the end of the day, I'm not gonna vote for the social issues because I don't care. You know what I mean?
Insane box.
That was fucking dope.
Jack, did you see that?
Is that saving time over?
Yeah, I saw that.
Almost.
Oops.
The one in your PB is actually cracked. I don't know how you did
Yeah.
that.
That's
that a gold?
insane.
That has to be gold, right? The one in your PB.
Nice.
No, my gold is inaccurate. I don't know what my actual gold is. My goal is the community best, but that's from a different. It's from a different timing method.
Oh, okay.
Yo, hang on a second, guys.
Yep.
Alnick, what a guy.
Oh, dude.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Mine's
Alnick's
28.
insane.
Feel bad for
Dude.
Murasaki though. Who's gonna get
Dude,
it?
I'm subscribing to his channel. What an underrated dude, honestly.
Yeah, 100%.
So yeah. We
Also,
were
I
all
will
blown away
say,
by him.
so he plays in German. He got a hole-in-one on something that I watched of his.
S.
Yes. And I was like,
It was pretty. The first time I learned about it, it was pretty legendary.
Thing
What's
with
crazy
Alec.
is that
I couldn't stop laughing.
Okay, hold on. Alex he just sort of came out of nowhere with a minus
that's
26.
what I was gonna
and then a
say,
week
is-
later, he tied record.
for the longest time, the
Crazy.
record was minus 27 by like a guy named Espen. Then
Yeah.
in late 2019, Murasaki, he started grinding. He had a minus 26. Finally, he got to minus 27. He tied it like 8 times. We were like, maybe one day he's gonna get to minus 28. And all out of nowhere, yeah, Allnick shows up, and a week later,
Literally
he
he just appeared.
Dude, the
And then
the
got
guy's
it super fast.
the guy's pretty dope. Like honestly.
And the fact is minus 28 could have been a minus 30 if he just didn't miss 2 putts. That's
true.
It's just
Yeah.
incredible.
It's
That guy's
insane.
a legend.
It's weird. We're in this weird era where there's been a few runners that just like don't really interact with the community much that are like really good. Like Vince
All
is the
sports
main.
are. Yep.
See,
Yeah.
I like the one amazing thing that I've done is and I'm actually making a video that's an homage to Summoning Salt. And the reason why it's an homage and instead of rip-off is because I'm talking from a first-person perspective. I am stealing like pretty much all of his music, but it's not like I wasn't already listening to most of it regardless.
Kind of like
Anyway.
he wrote it.
I mean, hey, but it is. I mean, I actually iVerse by Prism Age was already in my playlist when I started watching Summoning Salt, and I was like, what the fuck? What the fuck? I love this song. I love this song. I literally played the song as an intro for one of my biggest sets that I did a while ago during the quarantine. Hang on a second. I'm not gonna make you guys watch the entire thing, but
See, if we had a music bot, we would actually be able to listen to.
Yeah, we need to get a music bot in the server. Unfortunately, Polit823 will not let us do that.
well, I mean, I actually was kind of, frankly, anti music bots, and I'll tell you why. Because I deal with a lot of retarded children, and that's not a joke. I'm talking literally retarded children in my server. For some reason, I have this thing where kids just kind of are like, "Hey, this guy seems really nice. Let's go." But anyway, here, I'll show you guys this for you, those of you guys who are not running. This was literally what I introduced. One of my sets was this was actually the last set that I ever played, and this was basically the last set that I played before I retired. But by the way, this is our third time trying to record this in the middle of a quarantine, because the first time the sound system wasn't on, the second time they forgot to turn all the lights on, and they were literally running everything. Everybody was high off their asses, including me. I had just done 2 tabs of acid when I recorded this, but
Interesting test. Interesting. Oh yeah.
Yep.
Banger.
it's a fucking banger, I tell you what. And if you're wondering, yes, I did build the cube myself.
That's sick.
Yeah. It is a good fun.
I'm bopping. They call me left and
Okay,
right.
now this is the run determiner.
Okay.
Wait till you get the full shot. This setup is insane.
It'd be cool if Salt made another Wii Series video.
That would be sick.
Yes, sir. Oh. Rather cool.
That is a sick setup.
It's my buddies.
This is.
I don't know if that's timed right, but it might be. I haven't ever pulled it off right, but there's some weird thing you can do with the platforms, but it's pretty hard to time. But I go for the setup just to see if I get it. Like I
Dude, this was so fun. Dude, being a DJ is so sick. I'm just gonna be honest.
Where is this taking place?
Which is, hey, this is in my city, Spokane, Washington. It's literally my buddy's warehouse. He owns it. I still actually, I will say, I mean, I have retired, but I still go down there and play warehouse parties from time to time, just because it's so much fun to go and hang out. You know, like, I mean, I kind of left the lifestyle behind, but I definitely clung on to some of the actually, you know, having fun and shit. Also, why am I getting pinged? Hang on a second. 1 second. Okay, someone just said, at DJ Square, I'll buy you a case of White Claw if you permaban this fibbing sack of assholes.
What server is this?
In my server. Sure.
Voice acting one or your server?
My server.
Oh, okay.
Please work respawn glitch. This is like such a coin toss. I don't even know why it works sometimes and why it doesn't.
Hang on a second. All right, so I'm gonna ban him here really fast, and I'm gonna put the ban reason as free White Claw.
Yeah.
I'm not desperate for viewers. All right.
Yes. I'll take a second try. That's fine.
God fucking damn it! Why?
I never have gotten it first try. I think I've gotten it second try literally every time. I don't know why it's always second try. I feel like I do it the exact same way both times, but whatever.
This is gonna be a stacked chunk.
There we go. Boom. That was easy.
Hey.
Ha! Got him.
Respect
My
the hustle.
my server is definitely one that is filled with a bunch of assholes, but the thing that I like about my server is you can kind of say whatever you want, as long as you don't fucking go in gen chat and say, you know, black people should be slaves or some shit like that. Like, as long as you don't do that, you're kind of fine. No one really gives that much of a shit. By the way, the reason why I say that is because that's literally why I'm banning this guy.
Did you say that?
Yeah, he literally said that. I'm like, yeah, my server is like definitely one of those servers that's like all about you can kind of say whatever the fuck you want as long as it's funny, but that wasn't funny. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Funny was not located.
Meet more funny was not located. Also, who else just realized, like, from taking apart a dead Wii remote, that there's a fucking camera in here, and the sensor bar doesn't do anything?
Oh, it's like an IR or yeah, it's IR.
Yeah, it's literally just two beams of IR, and there's a camera in the Wii remote. Can we all just acknowledge that is so fucking cool?
Have you heard the thing where you can just you don't even have to have a sensor bar? You can just be like.
No, you don't. All you do is
candles.
just set up 2 tea light candles. Yeah, that's all you gotta do.
Yeah.
Well, what's even funnier is here, hang on a second. I'm gonna send it in VC really fast. Picture of my setup. Because I have a VU meter down in my corner that I use when I'm mastering music. Really quick, what's that picture of my setup? Okay, here we go. So there's literally a VU meter down in my lower left-hand corner. Ignore the Smirnoff. That shit's garbage. Or is it Svedka? Anyway. Oh, never mind. But anyway, there's a VU meter down in my lower left-hand corner that you can see. See those two little actual incandescent bulbs that make the VU meter glow? My Wii thinks that's a sensor bar.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I have a sensor bar on top of my monitor that I converted to USB, which looks like a monstrosity. Here, I'll show you guys on camera. Oh wow, that is warm. Whew, toasty. Anyway, so here you go. This is a sensor bar that I converted to USB. It's just like literally a USB, micro USB, through a fucking power booster that boosts it to 7.2 volts, and then boom, you can plug it in USB. But anyway, the funny thing is I don't even need this sensor bar most of the time because I just use my VU meter as a sensor bar.
I have no clue what it is, but there's something on my desk that it does have sensor bar capabilities.
Maybe it's a camera, a webcam, if you've got a webcam.
I do. Oh, that's probably it. You're right.
What kind of webcam is it? Like a Logitech Brio or something like that?
I have no clue. Some
Oh,
Chinese thing.
If it's generic Chinesium, then it definitely emits IR. Because the Chinese are always trying to facial scan you. I'm just kidding. I'm fucking joking.
No. They've seen me, do special
I mean,
things.
I will say, fuck the CCP. Fucking hate the Chinese government. I do not hate the Chinese people. Most amazing people I've ever met in my entire life. No, I have not traveled to China. I just know a lot of immigrants because I happen to live in a very heavy immigrant city.
I've been to China for a total of 2 hours. This is a connecting flight.
It was like a layover, yeah.
That's actually kind of sick. Wait, where were you traveling to? I've never left the country, unless you count Hawaii, which some people do, apparently.
I was coming back from Malaysia. So I went to Malaysia to China, then China to Vancouver, then Vancouver back.
So why'd you go to Malaysia? Out of curiosity.
My stepmom's family lives there.
That's really cool.
Yeah, it's been 3 weeks there, I believe. And we just traveled within the country.
That's actually really fucking cool.
I've gone to a lot of very different places.
Also, Garrett, after you beat the world record on this run, would you guys be down for an actual DJ sesh here for a bit?
Yeah,
some dope ass tunes.
That'd be sick.
Oh, I'm losing.
But I'm waiting for Garrett to beat his PB, or the world record in this case.
What is the record? It's
it's like, well, the thing is, I have like faster loads. So it's like,
is there like a conversion you have to do?
Yeah, it's like I won't even know. It's close right now. I think I needed to be like exactly like a minute faster, so but we'll see. I think I might be able to improve my boss fight. I don't think this run had the perfect one, but
I'm excited to see it, man. I'm excited to see it. In the
I thought you got really good RNG.
That was in the run before. That was in my first sub hour. This is my second.
Really quick, I'm gonna go pee with my penis. I'll be right back. Also, I'm gonna refill my water because
I'm gonna go pee with my penis. I'm gonna steal that line.
Their methods, personally.
My friend, sometimes when he's in the bathroom in a stall, he just says, "Release the Kraken."
I should really go to bed soon. I have an 8 a.m. class and it's 1 almost.
Well, 8 a.m. You just go to bed at 7:59.
What?
Yeah, just get your 30-second nap, bro.
30 seconds. Yeah, I'm very tired. I am actually probably gonna go to bed.
That was a good first cycle.
Actually, I will stay for the end of this robots run and then I'll go to bed.
Yeah, true. There's like a minute left. Rodney coughed loud upstairs.
Bad RNG. I actually can lose the fight here.
Better look out.
Let's go.
Nice.
Not record for sure.
I hate to see it.
What is your PB without loads?
Now it's a 53. Record's a 52.
Wait, before I DJ though, I'm gonna upload a bunch of fucking home.
Damn, that kind of sucks. I don't know how close that is to record. It's within a minute of it.
Did you just get the world record?
I don't think so.
I think it's close.
I think I'm within like 20 seconds of it.
I mean, regardless, that's fucking awesome. Is it at least a PB though?
Oh yeah.
That's fucking amazing.
Alright, I'm out of here for the night.
Alright.
I will catch you all
Paul.
hopefully in the near future.
Oi, take it easy, my man.
See y'all later.
I'll see you in the mall.